Focus is the difference between life and death. High above a windswept mountain range, a golden eagle circles in silence. Below it, the world is enormous valleys, rocks, rivers, shadows, trees, and movement hidden inside movement. To the human eye, it is almost impossible to separate detail from distance. The land becomes texture. The prey becomes a dot. But the eagle sees differently. Its golden iris contracts. Its gaze sharpens. Somewhere far below, in the tall grass, a field mouse freezes. It believes it is hidden. It is wrong. In the wilderness, there is no room for error. The predator that misses too often starves. The prey that fails to notice danger disappears. Every second is a calculation. Every movement is a signal. Every breath of wind carries information. This is not just eyesight. This is precision. The predator and the marksman share a single gift: the ability to remove the noise from the world and hold one objective in absolute clarity. A sniper looks through glass. A raptor looks through biology. Both are trying to solve the same ancient problem: distance. Between the eye and the target, the world interferes. Heat bends light. Wind changes trajectory. Dust scatters detail. Rain becomes a liquid wall. Glare burns the image. Time stretches. The body pulses. The mind shakes. To hit the target, focus must become stronger than the environment. A peregrine falcon tucks its wings and falls from the sky. Its body becomes an arrow. Its eyes do not panic. At extreme speed, the world should blur into chaos. But the falcon's vision is built for velocity. It tracks movement faster than we can understand it, adjusting angle, distance, and timing while gravity accelerates the dive. The human eye is powerful, but the raptor eye is something else entirely. Many birds of prey have retinas packed with photoreceptors, giving them extraordinary resolution. Some have two foveae, two zones of sharp focus, allowing them to scan broadly and lock precisely. It is like carrying a natural telephoto lens inside the skull. A built-in zoom. A biological scope. The eagle does not merely look at the mountain. It cuts through the mountain with vision. It finds the weak point, the twitch of fur, the movement that does not belong. This is the first law of the hunt: the target reveals itself through imperfection. A mouse may be camouflaged, but it must breathe. A rabbit may hide, but its ear may shift. A fish may swim under shimmering water, but the osprey sees the pattern beneath the glare. The hunter does not need the whole world. It needs one true detail. An osprey hovers over a lake, its head almost perfectly still while the body fights the wind. Below the surface, a fish moves through a distorted mirror. Water bends light. The target is not exactly where it appears to be. To strike correctly, the osprey must compensate for refraction by instinct. It sees the false position, then attacks the true one. The physics of light becomes part of the hunt. Human snipers fight a similar enemy. Through a long-range scope, the target may appear to wave and bend in desert heat. The atmosphere itself becomes a lying lens. Hot air rises. Cold air sinks. Refractive layers twist the image. The marksman is no longer aiming only at the target. He is aiming through the air. Windage, elevation, humidity, temperature, distance, Coriolis effect, light, breath, pulse. Every invisible variable must be calculated. The Raptor has no notebook, no rangefinder, no ballistic chart. But its body is a living computation system. The eye gathers data. The brain processes motion. The wings correct position. The talons become the final extension of the will. Ear, brain, wing, impact. One line of intent. The kestrel takes this even further. It hovers in the air with impossible stability, head fixed in space as the wings beat around it. This is biological image stabilization. A helicopter needs a gimbal-mounted camera to achieve the same effect. The kestrel does it with feathers, nerves, muscles, and balance. Technology is still chasing nature's perfection. The owl owns the shadows. Its silent wing feathers break air turbulence into soft, quiet streams. Its face gathers sound. Its pupils widen to drink the darkness. While the eagle rules distance and the falcon rules speed, the owl rules absence, the absence of light, the absence of noise, the absence of warning. Silence is the brother of focus. A mouse under leaves hears nothing until the ending has already begun. But perfect vision must also be protected. A red-tailed hawk blinks, and a translucent membrane sweeps across the eye. The nictitating membrane acts like a built-in shield, protecting the surface while allowing vision to continue. A falcon diving through wind, dust, rain, and debris cannot afford to go blind for even a fraction of a second. In the hunt, blinking is not simple. It is engineering. Humans build lenses and then clean them carefully. Dust, fingerprints, scratches, condensation, and glare can ruin the perfect window. A sniper maintains the scope because the shot depends on optical truth. Birds maintain their eyes and feathers because survival depends on the same thing. The window must stay clear. The body must stay ready. The focus must never blink. The atmosphere is always trying to interfere. In the desert, heat shimmer turns the world into liquid. On Snovipex, glare burns the horizon. In rain, the air becomes noise. In smoke, visible light fails. But modern technology expands the human eye into other wavelengths: thermal imaging, infrared, radar, night vision, smart scopes, digital sensors. Each tool is an attempt to do what animals have been doing for millions of years: find the signal inside the noise. Thermal vision reveals body heat through darkness. Radar finds shapes inside fog. AI sharpening reconstructs lost detail from blur. High-speed cameras capture moments once too fast for perception. The digital eye is rising. But the biological eye was here first. A hawk diving through a narrow gap in the trees performs geometry in mid-flight. Branches appear, vanish, and shift. The bird calculates the opening, adjusts the wings, uses the tail as a rudder, and passes through without hesitation. There is no time for doubt. Doubt is expensive. In a forest hunt, Hesitation can break the body. The goshawk understands this. Short wings, long tail, explosive control. It turns dense woodland into a tunnel of opportunity, where humans see chaos. It sees lanes, where we see branches. It sees angles. Focus is not only staring at one thing. Focus is knowing what to ignore. That is also the secret of the marksman. The sniper does not defeat distance by force. He defeats it by reducing the world. The breath slows. The heartbeat becomes a rhythm to work around. The trigger is not pulled violently. It is pressed between moments. The shot happens in the silence between beats. Focus is a marathon, not a sprint. A secretary bird walking through tall grass may wait, watch, and measure before striking. A sniper may remain motionless for hours. A vulture circles on a thermal, using the energy of the earth to watch from above. Patience is not inactivity. Patience is stored action. A predator that waits correctly has already begun the hunt. Then comes the moment of no return. A hawk drops from the sky. A falcon closes its wings. A talon extends. A bullet leaves the barrel. In both worlds, intention becomes physical. The invisible calculation becomes impact. One shot, one strike, one moment. Everything before it was preparation. Everything after it is consequence. And yet, the hunt is not only violence. It is continuity. A hawk returns to the nest with prey. The chick opens its eyes. A new predator is born to see. Focus is passed from one generation to the next. Not as an idea, but as anatomy, instinct, training, hunger, and survival. The eye is inherited. The discipline is learned. The world becomes sharper with use. In the human world, we are now rebuilding the raptor's eye in laboratories. Engineers polish glass to molecular precision. Smart scopes calculate holdover automatically. Thermal monoculars reveal warm footprints on cold ground. Pilots use helmet displays that let them see through the aircraft. Drones become mechanical raptors, carrying high-zoom cameras over cities, borders, forests, and battlefields. Neurons become silicon. Instinct becomes software. The ancient and the modern meet in the same question: how can we see farther, faster, and more clearly? But there is a danger in perfect vision. To see a target is not the same as understanding why the target matters. A tool can focus, but it cannot choose wisdom. A scope can magnify, but it cannot create conscience. A machine can calculate, but it cannot tell us what should be protected. This is where the raptor remains honest. It hunts to live. It kills to feed its young. It does not confuse precision with ego. Its violence is part of an ecological rhythm, not an obsession. The human eye must learn that lesson. Focus without purpose becomes destruction. Focus with purpose becomes mastery. In the final moment, everything slows. A sniper's heart rate drops. A hawk enters the perfect dive. The target is centered. Wind aligns. Gravity stops feeling like an enemy and becomes a partner. The pupil contracts. The noise disappears. A drop of dew falls from a leaf. Time stretches. The world stops spinning. There is only the line between vision and action. Then release. The steel target rings. The hawk rises with prey. The breath leaves the body. The sun lowers over the horizon. The machine goes quiet. The predator returns to the nest. Life continues. As night arrives, the stars appear infinite targets in an infinite dark. A telescope points into the deep sky. A raptor's eye reflects the moon. A sniper's scope catches a distant star. The same principle stretches from Earth to cosmos. Focus is how the universe becomes visible. A galaxy through glass. A mouse in the grass. A fish beneath water. A target beyond haze. A truth inside chaos. The focus never ends. It simply changes form. One day, the rifle becomes silent. The machine returns to dust. The scope lens cracks. But the eye remains as symbol the golden iris. The unblinking watch. The discipline to see what others miss. The hawk's eye becomes a star. The star becomes a new beginning. And somewhere above a canyon, a raptor silhouette cuts across the sunset. Still watching. Still calculating. Still alive inside the perfect line of sight. Focus is the journey. Focus is the weapon. Focus is the discipline that turns chaos into clarity. And in the end, everything is clear.